implant. Yeah, I got
All right,
it.
I'm recording. Now I want to introduce you first, okay? Bryan Chandler, the great Bryan Chandler from living in San Francisco, California. So this is a cross-country video right here, which is the amazing world of technology these days. And then, all right, I wanted to ask you a couple of questions, Bryan. First of all, did you vote for Donald Trump?
No, of course not.
No? Why not?
Well, because why is a question that you never get an answer for. How?
I didn't ask why, I asked why not.
Well, you said why.
Not.
Not. So
Why not?
Well, is that a plurative?
Wait, are you telling me that I'm not interviewing you correctly? You say why is not a question?
Why is a different answer? That's what children do. Why not is another question that a child would ask. I'm questioning.
I'm a child. You know, the last interview I did with Tom Rosnick, he was giving me pointers on my interviewing skills as well.
Right.
Saying, you know, you gotta, when you're about to interrupt somebody, you gotta say something like "but" or something. You don't just jump in there. He says.
No, you have to. What you have to do is you have to listen to the way that your wife talks to you.
she talks to me. She doesn't listen. No. Well, anyway. All right. So I'm introducing you, Mr. Chandler. You chose not to vote for Donald Trump for certain reasons. Can you explain them to me?
That's a tough call. The only reason I wouldn't have voted for freaking Donald Trump is because number one, he lived next door to my girlfriend.
Donald Trump did?
Yeah, they grew up there. She grew up in Bell Park in Queens. She said he had this other place over there, and it was kind of the place that you wouldn't want to grow up with. There was no soul to where Karen grew up in Bell Park. It was like a community where, okay, so
where is Queens? Not Queens. Where's Bell Park?
Bell Park
along the number 7 line?
Good question. What
is it farther toward? Well, never mind. Is it toward farther out on Long Island, or is it closer into Manhattan?
Closer to Manhattan, but it's way the hell out there. And she said that what had happened was a lot of these people that were in the war, in World War II, they were able to buy an apartment building, like not an apartment building, but your little place.
So you actually owned.
You actually owned the darn place, and a lot of them were pretty much predictably a bunch of Jews. Now, living with a bunch of Jews, you know, you're in big trouble there because everybody's going to talk at the same time, and you got to figure out 3 questions: why, how, where, and where's my bar mitzvah?
Why? You don't ask why.
Never ask why, because you're going to get more problems.
All right.
That's why, as men, you and I both know, and you as a very good machinist, I know that for a fact. You know how to wash dishes.
Yeah, I'm a dishwasher, and
I don't want to hear about why you wash the dishes.
I wash it for money. For money, that's easy to answer.
Well, that's
they get. You wash a dish, they give you a nickel. No, or 3 cents. You know. See, that's where if you wash them slower, you're doing better, because if you wash them fast and you're only earning 3 cents per dish, but if you wash them slower, you're getting 5 cents per dish.
Well, if you get free beer, that helps too, right?
Yeah. Well. Anyway, yeah, I used to live in Queens, by the way, for about a year. Yeah, it was back in 1976. Or was it 75? 75 or 70? I think it was 76. And it was when Some Girls album came out, which they had a song about Manhattan, you know, and I used to walk in Manhattan when that song was popular. Anyway, I lived in Woodside or Sunnyside, Queens. I can't decide. Well, like right half between Woodside and Sunnyside, which was close to Manhattan. So anyway, I just bored you with that one. And there were a lot of Greeks in that neighborhood, by the way.
That's interesting. How many Greeks were there?
I don't know, it was a Greeky neighborhood. I mean, there was also all kinds of people there. You know, it was New York. You know, New York is just crawling with people. You know, and I'm sure San Francisco is.
Not anymore. That's the weirdest thing, Frank, is that you've never seen anything is completely unavoidably strange than I've ever seen in my whole life.
Why? They moved out?
I feel like I'm fucking in Ravenna.
Should live where I live. I walk outside naked, nobody even knows it.
Yeah, but nobody knows.
Except for a possum, maybe.
No, it's stupid. The whole thing is coronavirus is going to be finally by July. So okay, here's a good one, Frank. Here's a good one. Okay, we'll go here. So I saw a young woman. She's probably about 50 years old, 55. Probably you're a little younger than you.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to her, I said, "Wow, we're can't wait for the vaccine. Can't wait for the vaccine."
Mm-hmm.
I'm not getting the vaccine.
I am.
No, she said she wasn't.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I misunderstood you.
So that's okay. You're not listening. And so what happened is I said, as I walked into the Walgreens, I said, "Well, I'll see you in July. You'll probably get it. Have a Merry Christmas." Because I think a lot of this shit is not going to happen really quickly. This shit's going to happen. It's going to, then they'll go, "Oh, dude, Frank didn't get the vaccine. He got the vaccine. Frank is fine. He's not like laying on the side of the gutter." What is wrong with human beings? It's not like they freaking had a.
It's Donald Trump. It's Donald Trump. Donald Trump convinced them that this thing was a hoax. And then he convinced them that they shouldn't wear masks. And then he convinced them that anything that's created by the, distributed by the government's got to be somehow crooked or fake. And so, people are automatically just like rejecting rational thinking on the account of the fact that the leader of the free world is an idiot. Saying, So there, I steered that back toward Donald Trump. Did you notice that?
I'm telling you, I can't wait. Now, I have another question for you. This is an important question. I've been hearing Biden doing all these. I mean, they call him Sleepy Joe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Listen to him. He is pretty freaking old. And I heard him talking today, and he put the education or secretary in there. The guy is talking about speaking Spanish, for Christ, not like Betsy DeVos, who freaking like, "I'm going to take everything out of your freaking life." Yeah.
I want to privatize education in America. That was kind of her thing.
Right. So the thing about this guy, he's like talking Spanish. And all of a sudden I'm going, whoo, now we're talking.
Oh, he's talking Spanish. So now they're going to teach everybody they're going to teach everything in Spanish now, right? Sorry, I'm a jerk. Sorry, I didn't mean that was.
I mean, I remember when I was living there in Lorain, Ohio, and I was sitting there in Fairholme, second grade, right? My mom's in the other second grade class. A lot of Puerto Ricans there in Lorain, right? A ton of Puerto Ricans, right? Like
Yeah, I know Lorraine. Yeah, they have the signs in Spanish.
In our class, all the time, there were Spanish things. And my mom realized, Bernita, she said, the poor black kids don't have anything to go to. I mean, they have a dialect too. So what she did is she took a couple kids and then she got this little handwritten letter, like from the mom's like, "Oh my God, you just made my son jump another grade." Where I knew he was smart, that kind of thing. So not to say that women are the smartest women in the whole wind, but I'm trying. What am I saying, Frank? What am I saying?
You're trying to tell everybody how you moved up a grade or two.
Well, no, I'm saying how exactly that. That's all I did.
That's what I got out of it. You know.
Good,
Yeah.
right? We can take any child, my mom said. We can take any child and we can make him skip 2 grades.
Yeah, that's not. I don't agree. I don't agree with that. There's dummies out there in the world, you know. I mean, there's people who are just dumb. You know, they're out there. I mean, there's all kinds of people, and some of them are smart, and some of them are average, and some of them are stupid. You know. I mean, it's. I mean, do you talk to anybody that's smart or stupid? I mean, they have like. I'm sure. I meet more stupid people than I do smart people.
Well,
Which only goes to show you what kind of crowds I run in, you know.
okay, great. Okay, so be calm, be relaxed, everything, breathe.
Okay, I'm breathing. Well, okay. Now let me ask you more questions about Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Is Donald? Oh, Max is coming in the room. Max, never mind. He's gone. Let me ask you another question about Donald Trump. Okay. Is he the worst president in the history of the United States?
No.
No? Who's worse?
I don't know, because there are other ones in 1800s that some of them
like James Buchanan and
yes, complete racist motherfuckers that you would actually want to.
Andrew Jackson, what's his name? Yeah, and yeah, there were some pretty bad ones over there. I mean, they refused to confront the question of slavery at the time, and they did it out of either racism or fear.
Right. And that, of course, is the first denominator that's been happening here with the whole Trump supporters. Is that, are they racist? Are these people racist? And a lot of people say, I'm not a racist. I'm a person that actually likes money. And that's exactly what you said earlier. What we have to realize is that what causes somebody to love a Trump person? I've been doing it 1 second of every freaking minute of freaking the past 4 fucking years, trying to figure out what this cocksucker is and why do people like him.
No, Suzanne asked me that question all the time.
I know, we've been doing it. I mean, it's like I can't even grab my freaking, drop my socks and pull them up. You know, I mean, come on.
Well, I kind of know why people like him. I mean, there's a couple of reasons.
Right.
One is they like the flash, you know, they like the excitement of the crazy bastard that's the head of the country. You know, you ever see that movie, The Groove Tube? I don't know if that was a long time ago. It was like a National Lampoon, had Chevy Chase, I think, in it and all that, back in the 70s, right? And they had this guy that was the president and he used to say, I'm the fucking president. Well, that was kind of where Donald Trump was, you know. He just didn't pull punches, you know. He just was nasty and rude and evil if he wanted to be, you know. And all these macho men out there in the world were like, yeah, that's a man there, man. You know, as if that's what it takes to be the president, you know, just to be an asshole is what's required to be a president. And a lot of guys go for that. They like assholes, you know. They think that's just being honest, you know. I mean, that's part of it. Then there's the racism thing. Yeah, you know.
Well, I went right to the end. You know, that is the reason why. But yes, but it's not the racism thing. There's something else about it. I'm still trying to, and God, I'm not a psychologist. You know, what is a psychologist? Somebody who listens to you, talks to you, and tells you things. But on all pathological things that this son of a bitch is doing, what is he actually about? He'll always win. He's always going to win. And
always win.
He's always going to win. And no matter what, and it's not like, you know, it's not like you're in troop camp and you're going to win, or in baseball camp or anything. This is a guy that just has a pathological desire. He'll never lose.
Yeah. According to him, you mean? You know, I mean, yeah. I mean, he lost the election. He lost. You know, I hear there's another thing. This is something that irritates the hell out of me is the post-truth society, you know. And in other words, if you educate yourself and you study and you go around and you know a lot and you're curious about the world and you read a lot of books and you experience a lot of things and you really are intelligent and well informed, it doesn't do you any good anymore, you know, because if I have an opinion and my opinion happens to be based upon years of study and understanding, and you have an opinion that you just kind of got off the internet 10 minutes ago, you know, we both have an opinion, you know, and your opinion is your opinion and my opinion is my opinion. And it doesn't matter if you're a doctorate in that subject or just some guy who dropped out of high school. I have my opinion, you know.
You nailed it right there, and I think I'm going back to that whole environment. Is that excuse me, I lick my lips. That doesn't mean I'm lying. What I mean is that when you're in an environment where you see people from different races, like in San Francisco that I see, you know, we don't see a lot of black people here. So
No,
no, they kicked all the black people out for being black.
it's too expensive.
Yeah, they really fucked that. But you see,
I'm surrounded by black people a lot, you know, and I have been a lot throughout my life, you know. And it's gotten to the point with me that I kind of understand them. They're just people, you know. They're not all the same, you know. There's some that are really intelligent and very diligent, and there's some that are just like kind of undisciplined and not, you know, just like anybody else, you know.
well, that's it. And the whole issue is a lot of people don't see other people. That if you're in Ohio, when I moved to Lakewood, man, I never saw so many white people my whole gosh darn life.
And that's what they say about Lakewood. Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? It's like so white. And it's just, yeah, I mean, it's okay. But it's just like,
Well, well, no, that was your girlfriend that lived over in Queens. Queens is pretty mixed. I mean, New York is full of all kinds of people. You know, it's not. I don't know about anymore, but when I was there, you know.
oh yeah, it's New York though. It's the whole world.
I didn't live in Manhattan though. I lived in Queens, you know, which is a lot less expensive, you know.
Right. So I just saw the movie again, Taxi Driver,
Mm-hmm.
Robert De Niro, and you know he shoots all those guys.
Yeah, and they deserved it, kind of. You know, it was gratuitous violence.
Yeah, it's a very poignant kind of film. You know, I did it for you, Jody. I did it for you, Jody. Remember when he shot Reagan?
Yeah. That was weird. And then Jodie Foster ended up being a lesbian. So, what do you know? Maybe I shouldn't say that on video because I'll get sued or something. I don't know.
The whole world's gay, Frank.
Not the whole. Again, not where I'm.
The world's gay is that the whole world's gay. The whole world's gay.
Maybe has it always been that way?
Yeah, let it go.
Has it always been that way? I'm asking you.
The world's been gay since it was freaking like this big.
So because I know you remember when I was in Kent, and those guys used to wait for me to leave the bar because they were afraid to walk down the street. Do you remember that?
That's why you help.
It's like I'm a big bad dude, man, and I used to, you know, so I'd be drinking a beer at the bar, and these guys would be like standing over there waiting for me to leave so that they could walk outside without getting the rugby team to beat them up, you know? Do you remember that?
Yeah, but again, the whole thing is armament. You're strong, you're big, you have a lot of ability to be braggadocious.
Yeah, but not only that, but they were afraid because I don't know. You know, let's see where I'm working now. There are 1, 2, 3 gay people that I know of only, maybe 4, you know, Yeah, it's not like they wear it, like every one of them just comes out and says, "Hi, I'm Joe, I'm gay," I mean, you don't know for sure, but there are, everywhere, and then everywhere, yeah, you're right. The whole world is, there. Maybe I'm wondering is it a fad? Is it becoming? Is it something that people just sort of decided to do because the society has steered them in that direction?
I don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody has a concept of why this happens. Here's my concept. The whole thing with Trump, and that's the reason we're talking.
Mm-hmm.
Is I've been trying for. I swear. I mean, we try to have fun all through this gosh darn 2020. Yeah, thanks. Thank you very much.
I haven't really had a lot of fun this year, but yeah, go on.
And a lot of people are dying all over the world. And I don't feel so great myself.
You're getting old.
We're getting old. Exactly.
That sucks.
I could still stand up on 2 feet and put my haunches up and make a salad sandwich. That's okay. I know how to do this. But the whole thing is if I never hear that goddamn Eric Trump again, what a retard. Is that guy the worst guy?
No. I don't like Donald Trump Jr., who goes out shooting rhinoceroses because he's a millionaire's son. And, so he can go out to the safari and kill endangered species for fun. Yeah, what a dick. What a dick. Oh, there's a wonderful, beautiful animal. I'll kill him. There's now, there's only 20 of those left in the world. Now there's 19,
Exactly true. It's only like 19 left. 19. Count them on your fingers. Oh, I don't know. Okay,
wow, you're kind of special. You just shot an endangered species. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the whole crowd of them. And Putin, for Christ's sakes. Now, what I'm more confused about, I have a little clusterfuck going on right now with this whole freaking hacking that happened.
Mm-hmm.
They said they saw documents. I was reading, I read a lot. So I don't know what the hell they got. They got the documents of the Treasury Department. Ooh, what would happen if they have the Treasury Department? What would that mean? Oh, they could change the census.
Well, maybe. Yeah, you're right. I mean, we're supposed to be an open society anyway. I mean, how many secrets are there out there that can sink us? I mean, I guess military hardware and technical military hardware information might be something, but I mean, what else? I've always wondered this about the whole secret deep state kind of thing. I mean, what exactly are they interested in that is so secret? I mean, do you know? No.
I think what they're doing is fingerprints.
Yeah, maybe here's the thing that a lot of people are saying. This is the post-information society, so I wanted to start a new rumor, a new conspiracy theory. Okay, they have everybody's saying that the vaccine is going to have like microchips in it, so that Bill Gates can track you wherever you go, or whatever, control your brain. You ever hear that one?
Yeah, I heard that.
How about this one? My Pillow. The My Pillow that the guy sells that has actually little electrodes in it, so that when you fall asleep, it flashes thoughts into your head, like a sound into your ears. You must vote for the Republicans. What do you think? My Pillow is actually a conspiracy to make people sleep and be hypnotized while they're sleeping.
So what you're saying is you're going into nano tags.
Yeah, nanos. They have little nano transmitters inside the My Pillows, so that when you fall asleep, it hypnotizes you with brainwashing information. See? Yeah, I mean that's just as feasible as the vaccine having microchips in it, isn't it?
Frank, by the way, I have no idea, but some sort of son of a bitch is like they said in 2 years here in San Francisco, what they're gonna do is that we have these cars that are driving around with two people on them, like Frank, you have Bryan, we drive around, have all these little whistles and wheels all around. They're automatic self-driving cars.
Really?
So they said in 2 years, maybe by the end of this year, look out, you're going to be able to get into a cab and there will be nobody in it but you.
Johnny Cab.
Wow. I'm going to the next club. And you get in, it's like, what?
Wow. I didn't know that was that close.
It's really close, Frank. They've been working on it here in the city like freaking like gangbusters. I've never seen so many of these damn cars going around. Oh, there's like 20 freaking little communities from Google. I mean, fucking Google. They rule the world. They have more money than the gross national product. They're doing it. And when the crash happened, everything just kind of went, just like, it's cool. It'll come back. No problem. Once we get the vaccines, Fauci on the couchy, you saw that.
Yeah. The thing that gets me is the opposition to Fauci is kind of weird. It's like, you know, what's he doing that's so bad? He's just trying to do a job, you know? I mean, you know, we don't want people to die from this COVID-19 virus, so we're trying to push off for these, you know, I mean, I guess I can understand how people are complaining that the restaurants are closing down, because there's a lot of people who work at restaurants and now they don't have a job, right?
All my friends, acquaintances from the bars and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You, like I'm talking with you right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're exactly the same person I'd be hanging out with. You know, like, no. I just read this whole thing about Horace Bristol or Horace Silver about jazz and how this guy was, you know, Fats Waller, you know, freaking Al Capone pulled him out of the freaking thing, and in 3 days he was like doing coke. He got arrested. You know, these are the kind of people that I hang out with. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of these people are still sitting. We're still sitting here. You know?
Well, I don't even know if I hang out with anybody anymore. Pretty much. I mean, so at work, I mean, I work with people, but yeah, I haven't been doing much hanging out lately. It's maybe it's the year, you know. Well, Bryan, I gotta go because I can only go so long on this. Okay, so I'll talk to you later, and you're looking good, and yeah, we'll do another one of these videos, and next time, wait, let me just sum up very quickly by explain to me why you dislike Trump more than I dislike Trump.
Well, I think the reason Trump, that one, because I think I really like Pence a lot, and I want to have sex with him.
Yeah, you better not say that. They'll come and get you. Yeah. Is that somebody knocking on your door? Who is that behind you there, Bryan? Is somebody coming in the door there? No. Oh, okay. All right. Just don't. All right. Well, here's the reason that I don't like Trump is because he gets to have sex with all these women, and there's no repercussions. You know, it's like, and he gets to have sex with them. I mean, they don't reject him. You know, I mean, you know.
He grabs him by the.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm lying, of course, but that's okay. All right. Well, I'll talk to you later. All right. Bye-bye.